You know what makes airsoft really special? Airsoft as a hobby is one of those uniquely qualified hobbies that allows you to live out your fantasy more realistically than a lot of other ones. Like, you can go and LARP in the woods as Gandalf the Grey, but, no matter how many times you scream, "You shall not pass," nothing's gonna really happen. Although you can probably make an argument as what we do is, well, kind of LARPing, but imagine all of the different styles you can imagine yourself to be. A police officer, a SWAT guy, a special forces guy, a grunt, or even the often forgotten secret agent. The secret agent kind of genre has lived on in airsoft for quite some time, as we see many companies came out with things like the PPK, or guns you can disassemble and carry in an unassuming case. So today, we're really gonna play up that secret agent fantasy with this, coming from ARES. It's a sniper rifle. So, what's in the box? Inside this is an ARES MSR sniper rifle. Now, the MSR is nothing new, but coming in this form factor, I think is pretty cool. So, that's me talking, let's open the box. So much like a secret agent movie, I'd imagine Ethan Hunt would use something like this. You have the lower receiver and assembly down here, and up here, you have the barrel, handguard, flash hider, magazine on the top side. Everything about this gun is actually pretty light. Like the handguard, really lightweight. The barrel has this really cool carbon fiber-ish shroud on front. And even the receiver assembly. Now, most of the weight is going to be right here. And you can pull this open, pop this down, and you're pretty much ready to go. So most of the weight is going to come from the receiver here. Pretty interesting. You can pop the grip down. Feels good in hand. There's a button here for you to press, and you can pop that back up top for your stowing. The stock, highly adjustable stock. Cheek riser, length of pull. There's a button here. Depress that and you can move the stock out. Snaps into place. Shoulders nicely. I'm interested to see how long this is actually going to be after I put everything together. So far, I'm liking the build quality. This button here, press that backwards and you can fold the stock back for easy storage. Let's see how it looks. So here are the major components to putting the gun together. The receiver and the buttstock assembly, as we talked about just a moment ago, the barrel, flash hider, the handguard, and of course the magazine. Now, we're going to start by inserting the barrel, lining it up.
A few moments later.
Here's a little pro tip for you. When you take the barrel and make the installation, make sure you press it in all the way. You're going to feel like there's a little bit of a spring-loaded feeling at the bottom, and that's because you want to line it up right perfectly, because here's the hop-up adjustment port right here, and it needs to align, because if you don't align, well, it's not going to shoot. Now let's put the handguard and everything else on. So for the handguard, make sure it's lined up, and this lever down here needs to be placed in this forward position. So you can push this in, line it up. It's going to be a little stiff. You're going to hear that snap. Move this to the bottom, and that locks it into place. There's a notch on the bottom of the handguard to make sure all of this is in line. Screw on the flash hider. So you guys can see it. There we go. Open the magazine. Voila! Not bad. Not the quickest installation, but it's not annoying or difficult by any stretch of the imagination. Just takes a little bit of time and make sure you have your alignments right. So I really like the grip. It's ergonomic and it feels very good in hand. However, out of the box, it's a little wobbly. So you're going to have to use the same button that you use to move it to tighten it up. So tighten it to your heart's desire. Now, ARES has always blessed us with a lot of very cool innovations. One thing I feel like slightly detracts from this rifle is the magazine release, which is right here. It's really stiff, and you need 2 fingers to actuate it. I think over time, it'll be a little bit easier for you to use. Needs a little bit of break-in. But the bonus is at least you won't accidentally hit it or tap it and it drops out. So the next thing I want to talk about is the action. So this is a short throw action, very reminiscent of the Striker series. So I suspect performance to be pretty close. Now, the handle here and the knob are one piece. So you're not going to have any twisting issues or turning issues, making the action itself very nice. Trigger seems fine too, so it's time to shoot the thing. I'm using 0.2 gram BBs. Here we are at the warehouse, and I've got the ARES MSR-303 with me, and I'm about to shoot that target downrange. Now I have a stabilizing platform. I'm pretty excited. Let's see how she shoots. I have to say, the shooting experience on the MSR really feels like it's a premium gun. Very different from that of the Striker series. I'm not saying the Striker is a bad gun or a poorly made gun. It's just you're getting so much more out of this thing. The full metal construction feels good, very balanced. The trigger pull's got a little bit of slack, but it doesn't feel dirty. It's a clean pull. You feel the wall break and it goes. From what I can see through my scope, I think the grouping's pretty nice as well. So let me finish shooting this. It's such a joy to shoot. I'm very impressed with the short stroke system here that they've put in. And the action feels great. The knob feels nice. Oh man, I really enjoy shooting this gun. Let's go take a look at those results. Now going forward, we want to use a little bit more precise target to give you guys a better idea of what our grouping looks like. Now, originally I took a first couple of shots to kind of see where my hold was, so you can see the bottom section here. Even though they seem a little far apart, it still managed to hit this area. Now, then I kind of felt a little bit more comfortable, and I aimed this side. Look at how close this rifle shot. Finally, as I was going through my progressions, working that bolt and that trigger, it translated into fantastic results right here in the middle with a double tap right on the bullseye. What a fantastic rifle to shoot. Kudos to ARES. This is such a drastic improvement over something that I thought would be very similar in performance compared to the Striker. Good job, ARES. With this gun, these are performance numbers hard to match. I hardly did anything with the hop-up as well. Back to the studio. Alright, now that we've established that the MSR-303 is a pretty darn good shooter, there's one other rifle out there that I feel like it would be an apt comparison to, and that would be the Silverback Desertec SRS-A2. If you want to watch that video, click on the card above or in the description below. I feel like they're equally as good performers. What did we learn today through this sniper rifle? I feel like I was pleasantly surprised. And I haven't been surprised by rifles like this for quite some time. Not gonna lie, when I first handled this gun and when I first played around with it off camera, I really thought this was gonna perform very similarly to the Striker. However, it shot really well, almost exceptionally well, with just a minor adjustments to it. Coming out of the box, putting it together, there's so many things that could have potentially gone wrong to make this gun shoot kind of off, and it didn't. So really big props to ARES for knocking this thing out of the park. Worth every penny if you're looking for a high quality sniper rifle. On the other hand, the same strengths could potentially be its weakness. Again, if you want to take this thing apart and put it back together multiple times, you don't know what tolerances this thing is going to take. You may have to readjust your hop up all over again, re-zero your scope all over again. So I feel like it is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Being able to put it in such a compact case and carry it around easily could potentially be an issue that you may have to deal with every time you break it out. So either you always keep it assembled, or when you disassemble it, just show up at the field a little earlier to make sure everything is zeroed away and squared away, so you don't have to worry about where my hold's gonna be or how my hop-up is calibrated. All in all, guys, what I'm trying to say is, does this thing give me that feeling of being a secret agent? Absolutely. I get a cool case, I get to put this thing together, it looks really solid. I certainly don't feel like Johnny English. I really don't feel like Get Smart. This thing has got the Ethan Hunt vibes. It's got the Mission Impossible vibes. Can you hear it? Can you hear the music? Can you hear it? I can, but also means I could be losing my mind. But that's neither here nor there. And if you don't like the 50 Shades of Grey, you can get the 50 Shades of FDE. They do have a tan version of this, if that's your cup of tea. But I digress, guys. What do you think about these guns? These guns that you have to, put it in a case, put it back together, this kind of secret agent stuff. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, if you want cool products like this and many more, don't forget our online store at www.redwolfairsoft.com. My name is Mark, aka Blue Steel, and if you like this video, give us a like. You thought it was cool, share it with your friends. And if you haven't done it yet, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are notified every time we upload a new video. Until the next video then, I'll catch you guys later.